told you not to leave him with him, because the big thing was we always made clear, please don't ever leave our son with this guy. And it's not just because we don't like him, it's because we always felt a bad vibe from him. We always felt like...
What was the bad vibe?
He's always just disliked Anthony and I. No reason. Just because she was always...
disliked you guys?
Yes.
Wow, I would never leave nobody home with my kid that didn't like me.
And that's because she's a good grandmother. She does care a lot. She does do for us. She wants to spend time with us, but he doesn't like her time being spent with anybody else.
So you said, whatever you do, don't leave our child with Mark.
And I know she was excited because her granddaughter was coming into this world, and she left him with him thinking in her eyes that he would never do something like that.
Wow.
And the next day, my son, I called and I said, can you bring him to see his little sister? You know, I want to see my son. And he came in and he had this look like he's never had before. And he was putting his head down. He wouldn't want nothing to do with me and his father. He didn't want to look at us, talk to us.
He's 2 years old.
He's 2 years old, but he's vibrant. He's a happy, loving child. So we went back to the house, and that night, my son was still acting really different. Wasn't acting like himself. He wasn't laughing. He wasn't playing. I thought he was having bad dreams. He was screaming. And a few days later, I noticed that there was a rash forming where his private area is. The doctor said it was an infection.
And you think this was caused by somebody touching him?
Somebody touching him.
I got 2 things I want to tell y'all right now. Number 1, drop them comments right now. Do you believe mom is telling the truth, or you think mom is making this up? I'm going to go ahead and say I think mom is telling the truth. There's no reason for her to lie, and she seems very genuine firsthand. Number 2, we got a special birthday announcement. I'm gonna need everybody to watch this video and comment happy birthday, Alicia. Alicia is an active subscriber. She chimes in every day. So can we just do the humanly thing and celebrate with her, make her feel good, make her feel special about her day? I just wanted to make that announcement, you know, because I'm in a good mood this morning, and my name KD, and I'm ready to react. So let's get back to the show.
Were you ever able to confront Mark?
Yeah,
You believe that he molested your child?
Yeah, but there's more to the story why I do. It wasn't just that. There was, you know, it all came together because Christmas Eve, we went to the house, and I heard Mark whispering to my son something, but I didn't like the tone of it, and I didn't like that he was whispering. It was out of sight, because it's a big house. We're getting stuff on the table. I walked over. As soon as I walked over, Mark's walking away.
Why would you whisper to a kid?
You know, okay, that was a little bit fishy to me. So we sit at the table. It's me, my son, and Mark sits right down next to him. Okay, and there's this look in my son's eyes. Again, you know, he was fine when we got there, but soon after he sees Mark, he has this look in his eyes. This look that, as a parent, and you love your child, and you know them, and you're there every day, you know when something's not right.
Fucking right.
If you're really paying attention. And he was leaning towards me, and he was looking at his food like this, with his head down. And my son doesn't put his head down. I was trying to pull my son towards me. And he had his legs wrapped around his high chair. Like, why are you confining him to you? What, that's not normal to me. So I looked at his father, and he looked at me, and we felt like this overwhelming feeling like something's not right. So we left, we went home, we got to the house. Anthony asked his son, what's wrong, baby? You're not talking, what's wrong? And shortly later, he goes, you know, Mark, peepy, touch. And Mark comes back around about, I would say, 2 weeks later. He hasn't been around since. And he wanted to come in the house, and I'm outside talking to the neighbor as he pulled up. And the window's open, and the baby's talking to him through the window, and I wasn't really paying attention, but he's talking to him. And Anthony calls, babe, get in here. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, listen to him. And he's talking to Mark, and he said it clear as day. Mark, Grandpa, touch my pee-pee. Touch it. Touch it.
Oh, no. Grandpa Mark out his mind.
I never was okay with that. But for some reason, Mark's always wanted to love this child. And it was like he was telling him to touch it. Like, not like just like touched him, but touch it. And he started sticking his hand down his pants. A few days after this, he was starting to stick his hands down his pants. It was almost like a trigger. Once he saw the guy again, it was like... You
believe Mark molested your son?
I do. I believe my son.
I do.
Did
you confront Mark about this?
That night, he started calling the phone around 11, 12 that night, blowing it up. We didn't want to answer. We instantly wanted just to handle it with the police. We didn't want to answer. Anthony finally answers because it's late.
Something definitely is not right there.
And he's like, what do you want? And he's like, that sick bitch put it in his head. Instantly. Like, on the phone. I hear this through the phone. That sick bitch put it in his head. I didn't do it. Must have been somebody else. Like, I can understand being mad and upset, but to put the blame instantly on his mother, I would never do that. But to instantly blame somebody else makes you look guilty.
And he was blaming you?
He was instantly blaming me. Being mad about not doing it is one thing, but to blame...
Did you call the police?
I did. I did. They didn't know this. This is probably the first time they're hearing it, but I did.
When did you call the police?
I called the police the next day because I had to talk to my officer. I informed her about this. This was 2 days later. I took the time to see if he kept saying, and he said it the day after, and he said it the next day. Once he said it, I called them, and they were there, and I explained everything to the sheriff that came.
And what did they determine?
They determined they involved the major crimes unit, who called me just before I came on here, and I asked them to, I'm getting the results.
Did they come to any conclusion?
No, they wanted to interview him. They wanted to talk to him. DCF got involved. They saw that, they checked the kids, they saw we're fit parents. They can't get involved because major crimes unit, that's a, so they want to interview him. They wanted, but I said, listen, we're going on the show. Can you please just wait for these results? So because they had something to work with, and it was a real good deputy that ended up calling me.
Now, you know, they're saying, or he's definitely saying, that you coached your son to say this. Mm-hmm. Would you have any motivation besides?
I feel like there's no reason for that, though.
You think he's creepy and everything else, but there's no substantial thing why you don't like him.
No,
I mean, you think he's not very loving and attentive to...
No, I feel like he really abuses Josephine mentally. He makes her feel like she can't get nobody else when she's a beautiful woman. I tell that woman, I don't care how big you are, how you're beautiful. Your beauty shows inside out. But he has confined her to not even wanting to do her makeup up. It's always like, you can't go in that store without feeling like she's doing something wrong. I don't like the insecurity you put in her.
Women should not be held prisoner in relationships, but men should not be held prisoner in relationships either. But what he's doing to that woman is just unacceptable. You gotta let your woman be a woman, bro. You gotta let her be beautiful. You gotta let her fly and know she's gonna come back home to the nest y'all created.
She's still dating Mark, though.
Yes, she is.
What do you hope happens today?
I hope to God that my son gets justice, that if he did do this, that he does get put away, and that he can't do this to another child.
Right.
All right, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to leave the stage, and we're going to bring out Mark, and we'll bring you out at some point.
Okay, thank you.
So like right off the bat, I'm loving her energy, very genuine, very caring. She has all of the features a mother should have when it comes down to fighting and supporting her children.
Let's bring out Mark.
Boo, bitch ass nigga.
I would never do that to my grandson.
Boo.
We're gonna go right to that night. Okay, when she went into labor, acting up, he was running around the hospital. So we took him back to the house, and he got dozy. I laid him down in his pack and play, and he went to sleep about 10 minutes later, and I fell asleep. Josephine just made it back to the hospital before she had her daughter. And then when she came back to the house, they never said don't leave him alone with her. That's all made up fabrication. All right, she's got issues. We're gonna go right back to day one when she first came into Anthony's life. She was sick, twisted, manipulative. She sat there and she's bit Anthony. She's broke his finger in a door in front of his son. I mean, this is the type of woman, and she's doing this all right now.
She broke Anthony's hand?
Oh.
Yo, she ain't saying none of that.
Yeah, this was just recently, about 4 months ago.
So you don't like Renee?
Absolutely not. What she's done to Anthony? No. And she got pregnant with her son because Josephine was having a lawsuit because she fell in a supermarket, which I was there for her whole time. No, this is I'm telling you. Really? She found out she was getting money?
Wow.
I'm not supposed to laugh at that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
All right.
It's such a crazy
Who
story.
would do something like that?
You're saying that she... Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit, buddy. It ain't about no money. It's about the fact that you don't know how to do right by kids, buddy.
His mom was going to get a lawsuit.
Yeah, she's looking for a free ride. She had no place to stay.
I got to be clear on this. You're saying she heard that Josephine was filing a lawsuit.
No,
right?
she's in the middle of a lawsuit. She thought she had a free ride.
So she's in
she had
the
no
middle of a
place to
lawsuit.
stay.
She's suing a grocery chain.
And my girlfriend's got a big heart.
Okay.
So she feels sorry for people.
Okay. So she then, she knows
No.
that her, potential future mother-in-law is in the lawsuit. So she went and got pregnant.
Yeah, while Anthony's living at the house. Yeah, well, that's her. That's her
But now,
mentality.
if I told you the same story, it would sound a little crazy, right?
I think the story just as crazy as him, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
But
she is. She's crazy.
You swear that happened. And how do you know that? How do you know that she got pregnant because of that?
Because Anthony broke up with her about 3 weeks after they got together, and Josephine said, oh, you know what? I bet you she's going to come knocking at the door. Oh, I'm pregnant.
And she did.
And sure enough, not even 2 days later, she shows up at the door. I got nowhere to go, crying with the drama like you see out here. She's a good putting on a show. And
Yeah,
then,
but now they got 2 kids together.
yeah, well, we're going to get to that.
Must be a big lawsuit.
No, we're gonna get to that. She got pregnant the second time because when she moved down here to Florida, she jumped on Josephine's back and attacked her. Josephine called the police to have her removed from the house. She bit the officer. That's why she's on probation.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. She said she had to call her officer first.
Yeah.
So that does clear a little bit of that up.
Okay.
So she is on probation.
She's mental.
And it's because she
She's mental.
attacked
You
Joseph.
accuse me of this? I'd never
Okay.
do nothing to that little
But
kid.
pay
I love
attention
him like
to
he's my own
okay,
grandson.
but pay attention to the questions I'm asking.
I mean, there's no blood between me and him, but go ahead, shoot.
Okay. I know you're upset. And I'd be upset
You
too
have
if
no
I was
idea.
accused of what you're being accused of. She's on probation because she jumped on Josephina and attacked her.
And Josephine called the police. Josephine just wanted her removed from the house.
Well, now, what's the relationship
And she turns
right
around
now?
and texts.
But it must be
Josephine
okay.
can't stand her. She just appeases her, saying, "Oh, I love you," and deals with her for her
Did
son and the
Josephine
grandchildren.
settle the lawsuit? Did she get money?
Yeah, that's how we moved down to Florida.
Oh, so she got, would you say it was substantial?
It wasn't as substantial as Renee was thinking.
Okay, but it was
there was
good.
another family member that was taking care of him up in New York. He cut them off.
Okay.
And then they were like, "Oh, we
your
got no place to
girlfriend
go."
got
They
some
come
money
in.
from a lawsuit.
Yes.
You moved to Florida.
Yes.
Are you with her because she got the lawsuit?
Absolutely
money?
not.
You
I was
love
with her. I was with her way before the lawsuit even happened. Way before Renee even came in the picture. I've been with Josephine. It goes back all the way, like 17 years.
Do you love Josephine?
I love her with all my heart.
Why do you think that Renee and her boyfriend are accusing you?
Because they're getting evicted. They got no place to go.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, pal. Even if they're getting evicted, how would that save them? By saying you did that shit.
So
And they
they're
wanted
getting
her. They
evicted.
They figured that Josephine would throw me out if they came to her with a story like that. Which normally, yeah. But Josephine knows that I would never do nothing like that.
So they're,
Yeah.
and this could be true.
I know it's
but
true.
so far, everything these are some pretty crazy stories, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a TV show.
Joseph's life is crazy with all this.
Not this one, but
Yeah. Well, the poor lady's got all these medical issues, and she has to keep dealing with her stressing her out every minute, going, "Oh, hey, Ma, I need this. Hey, Ma, I need that." That's all she says all the time. She's always calling. "Hey, Ma, I need this. Hey, Ma, I need
So
this."
they're getting
If you had two kids, step up, take the responsibility instead of relying on us to support them.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a whole lot of deflecting. That boy playing tennis with these questions.
The grandson says that you touched him.
I believe that he repeats whatever he's told.
So you
He's
say
repeating.
he might have said it, but you're
Yes.
saying he was coached to say it.
Definitely. There's no doubt.
And do you think Anthony's also in on it?
I would hope not. I would
How's
hope
your
not.
relationship with Anthony?
Well, he would go to he told his mom a few months ago, "Mark's like a dad to me."
But even so, to be accused,
Yeah, I'm devastated. Really, how he could turn around,
to accuse somebody of a crime of child molestation because you're
That's a
losing your
serious accusation.
I mean, that's
And I'm not taking it lightly.
you took a lie detector test,
Yes, I
obviously,
did.
right? And you're
I was going to take one down there in Florida, but I didn't have the money to pay for one down there.
Well, of course, we pay for it when you come
Well,
back. So
Man, what the fuck? That shit probably like what, $50 or some shit like that?
My wife, she emailed you. The guys called back 2 hours later, and here we are.
there you go. Let's bring back out Renee.
Let's see this shit.
You molested my son. I had no reason to up. It is not about money. I'm waving for money. I had another child with him. We came down here for a family. We would never. We don't want to live there anyway. We want her. You use her, and we're keeping this about it. You use her.
You use her.
You don't
Hold
use
on,
her.
hold on.
You drink alcohol
really?
every day.
Really?
Tons of
What have
alcohol.
you
You
done?
smell like
You're
alcohol.
done.
I need a hot
What have you
tub. I
done?
need more tools. I
No,
need
Josie
this.
got the
You
hospital
don't
for
work.
injuries from
Anthony
the
works.
lawsuit,
He
you
runs
dumb
that
bitch.
business.
You're such a
I didn't
psycho.
even know about the lawsuit until I was a you dumbass.
Yeah, she's doing it.
Yeah,
Now
dumbass.
she's gonna come
This
back
is
and say
about
I'm
my
pregnant.
son. Why are you trying
Yeah.
to put this on me?
See, I like that. I like how she's saying that.
I did it. Oh yeah, I put it in his head.
Okay, but you were arrested.
Yes, sir.
You were on probation.
I am now because of the whole thing.
Okay, this is the you.
But this isn't relevant to my son. I'm here because
Well, it is a little bit because when you were talking about Josephine before, you got like choked up and stuff.
I love her. Yeah, but that was
You attacked her.
no. I didn't attack her. I did not attack her. She attacked me.
No,
She
you
attacked me
jumped on
first.
her back.
I didn't jump on her back. You weren't there. She told you.
Let's bring
she
out
told you.
Josephine.
Yeah, I gotta see. Because everybody arguing with Josephine.
Go ahead. Why would I make this up? Why would I make this up? Oh yeah, Mark, you're sick. That's why they want to talk to you.
Time
let's
out.
listen
When
to
my
Josephine.
boys, he was in their lives when my boys were little.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's, like you said, let's keep it to this story. You're all here today because they say that he touched your grandson.
I heard my grandson say that.
Okay, do you believe that he touched your grandson?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why do you think that they're saying it?
I don't know why. He in his opinion, he feels that they're saying it because they want to move him and want him out.
They
And
want
I
to
do-
move in your house.
Yeah, and I do a lot for them. And he even
do a
does
lot for them?
Yes, I do.
would
I
move in
pay
a
their
house
bills
with
for
two
years.
kids,
hold
one
on, hold
room.
on, hold
One
on.
room, two kids. I like my own space.
And
We're getting the room ready.
would
We
you
gotta move out.
please stop? Listen. Okay. Why do they want to move in with you? Because they're being evicted?
Right, and I can't pay the rent no more for them.
Oh, you're
We're
paying their
paying
rent.
for us.
Yes.
Anthony was working for her business.
Okay, everybody, listen, stop.
This is a crazy story. So she is paying for them to live. That is interesting.
Stop! Let me make something perfectly clear, whether you want to agree with me or not. If you're working for that business, she's paying the bills because with her money.
No, she's paying.
Stop. I don't stop.
Straight up.
Okay. She's working.
No, you're benefiting from it, and so are you. You both are. Okay. There's a lot of theories going around. She's coming around now because you got this lawsuit. Sounds like he's got it pretty good too because of this lawsuit, right? Sounds like everybody's benefiting from this lawsuit that you got some financial settlement, right?
Yeah.
Am I saying something that's crazy to you?
No.
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 Sounds like maybe that's the truth here, right?
Right.
Okay. now your grandson.
Did say it. He did
He
say it.
say it.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. Do you believe he was coached saying it?
Possibly yes.
Possibly yes. You know Mark for a long time. You love.
You know, if the grandson came back that he was telling the truth and the girl was telling the truth, and she said that she believed that this guy didn't do that shit, that dude is a master manipulator. Like, dude got the tongue of a snake.
Love him?
Yes.
You trust him? I
Yes.
mean, you trusted him.
Yes.
You left him alone with the child.
Yes.
Okay. Did she ever say to you, "I don't want Mark watching the child"?
No.
Never said that.
Lie.
Okay.
That's a
Not-
lie.
not
That's a
that
lie.
night that she
You
went
know
to
that's
the
a lie.
hospital.
You
Did your
know
son
that's
ever
a
tell
lie.
you that?
You know that's a damn lie because I don't trust you.
Okay.
You're
You're a liar.
disgusting. I don't trust you around my baby.
You're a liar.
I do not trust you around my baby.
because you're
You
gone.
At this
know
point,
that's a
when I say
lie.
stop, you stop.
Sorry.
Now there's a story, and I have to get into it.
It's fine.
She was locked up for attacking you.
Yes.
And she's on probation
For biting an officer.
for biting an officer.
Yes.
Why? What happened there?
My son did wrong, which I don't condone. He called and wanted to make a play for her, and she got out of control, and she was a little out of sorts, and you know, I love her.
She was mad because your son was screwing around.
Yes.
And what happened?
And we got into it, and she attacked me, and I called the cops, and then when she came, I tried to keep her calm because I didn't want.
You didn't want her to get locked
right,
up.
I just wanted her removed out of the house, and I didn't want this because this was in front of my 2-year-old grandson, and I didn't want him to see it. So
You weren't there.
The officer, Mark, the officer said, "Do me a favor, come and get the baby," and because she had the baby in her
Okay,
arms.
stop.
Mark, really.
This is
She
a child
had the
he
baby
is.
in the arms, and I went to get the baby because the
Child he
baby, her and the officer were wrestling, and she bit the officer, and I grabbed the baby, and I took him out because I didn't want him to see, you know, his mom getting handcuffed.
Right.
That's still his mommy.
Now, do you believe that she loves your son?
Yes.
I mean, 2 kids.
Yes.
Can't all be about
Yes.
the money,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Would she coach your grandson? Does she strike you as the type of person that might tell your grandson to lie about something?
Possibly.
I mean, this is a big lie.
I don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm here for them to both to find out the truth. And if it isn't her, I want to know who, you know, what's going on.
Okay, chat, before we find out what the fuck is going on, drop them comments and let me know who y'all think telling the truth. I need it right now. Y'all gotta comment, please, and thank you.
What if Mark fails for molestation?
Oh, he's out of my house. He can pack his stuff and go.
Straight up. Look how he looking. He know he's guilty.
What if she fails for coaching?
She can get the fuck too.
That's a little trickier.
Then we get her help. I still love her. That's still the mother of my
Oh, look at that.
grandchildren.
That's a pretty good deal. Let's bring out your son, your boyfriend. Let's bring out Anthony.
Let's hear what Anthony got to say.
My son said it to me first.
Think I do that? You think I do that?
Yeah, actually I would. I believe my
I'm real.
Oh, but you love
say
him
that?
like a son. You love
How
him
can
like a
you
son,
say that?
right?
He's good to him. He is good to
How can you
him.
say that, Anthony? Whoever coached him, I'm going to get.
Yeah. He doesn't need to be coached. And you know what? If you take this man's side after this, you know what?
You will keep-
You're dead to me.
He got every right to feel like that, though. He really do. Ultimately, he really do.
You think that he molested your son, right?
Yes.
Your son has said this. He's said things.
To me first.
What did he say to you?
He said, Grandpa Mark touched my pee-pee. And he didn't say about anyone else except for him. And I would believe my son over anything.
Facts.
You believe that this actually happened?
Yes. I know that he
This
would-
isn't a case of, hey, we don't like Mark. We need Mark out of the picture. Let's make up a story. Have my mom throw him out of the house so we can move into her house.
No, you best believe I'm going to believe my son and do as a father would do, protect his son and do the right thing.
Yeah. When you find out that it's not true, on my part, what are you going to do then, Anthony? Anthony, what are you going to do when you find out the truth that I didn't do it?
He didn't do it.
And somebody coached him. What are you going to do then? I want to
Then I
know.
will get behind him and see what's going on in the truth. I'll do whatever I can to find out. And I will apologize to you, but
Yeah.
until
Well,
then,
it's gonna be real hard.
if you did
That's
do
a
it,
big accusation.
whatever, Marcus, if you did do
whatever.
it, I hope to
Anybody.
see you
you,
start.
son.
Steve, if it was anybody, we would be
I love
here
you as
right
a
now.
son.
It's not because it's him. It's because it's, and you heard it more than once. Every time you come over, you hear this boy say that.
Yeah,
and
where's
I'm
Grandpa
nowhere to
Mark?
be
Where's Grandpa
found.
Mark? Boom,
I'm
boom.
nowhere to be found. So if it was anybody, we'd be here right now, Steve. It is not because it's you. It's because we love him, and that's exactly what, the first time we really heard it was when you heard it. When you came over a couple minutes afterwards, we heard it just before you heard it.
I thought you said you heard it. You
Yeah.
told
Yeah, when he was at the
doesn't
window,
say
you
about
showed
anyone
up.
else.
You showed up
No,
right
you said
after
you
he
told
left.
a couple of weeks prior to that.
I said,
You
I
told
heard it.
me.
I told them.
Here we go,
I said,
story's
but I
changing.
didn't know who it was. I said I was concerned because he was
Story's
with Mark.
changing. Watch that.
Okay.
No.
Because he was the only guy he was around. And he said, Mark, Pinky, I said that to
I
him.
have other
friends that come
and
over.
they don't
But
see-
he never comes out his mouth with anybody
It's only
like
one
that.
person.
Only one person.
Well,
It's
we're
his
here to
name.
find out the truth.
Did you,
Exactly. Find out
did
the
you and
truth.
Mark get along before all this?
Here and there, but I never really liked
Really?
him.
Why didn't you like
Oh,
him?
you lied to your mom? Say no one to dad to you?
Because incidents and just the way I felt he was treating my mom.
How did he treat your mom?
Not the best of his capabilities that I thought he could, and the way they would
you ever
argue
attack
and
her?
No.
Anthony, you took a lie detector test, right?
Sir.
We asked you, did you make up the story that Mark touched your son in a sexual manner? You answered no. Did you make up the story that Mark touched your son in a sexual manner so you can get him kicked out of Josephine's house? You said no. Did you coach your son to say, Grandpa Mark touched him? You said no. Did your son really tell you, Grandpa Mark touched him in a sexual manner? And you answered yes. And the results for your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
See what I'm saying? I believe him. I believe him, man.
Renee took a lie detector test. We asked Renee, did you make up the story that Mark touched your son in a sexual manner? She answered no. Did you make up the story that Mark touched your son in a sexual manner so you can get him kicked out of Josephine's house? You answered no. Did you coach your son to say, Grandpa Mark touched him? You answered no. Did your son really tell you Grandpa Mark touched him in a sexual manner? You answered yes. And Renee also told the truth.
See what I'm saying? He needs to step away from him right now, and he needs to get the fuck on the other side of the stage. Straight up. He did that shit. A devil in red. That's all I'm seeing. Happy birthday, Alicia. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, this dude got me pissed off, you heard me?
It does make you, with both of them telling the truth, obviously not coaching the little boys to say anything, that it does start getting a little queasy about what maybe could have happened.
Thanks, please better find a person before I do.
Boy, it's you. What do you mean? It's you. You could, no matter how hard you bite your lip, no matter how good you try to make it sound, it's you. You did that shit, and I feel it in my soul. If I'm wrong, chat, I'ma apologize, but I feel it in my bones.
Mark, you came here today, and we asked you, were you in a relationship with Josephine only because of her settlement money? I guess this is a question that somebody wanted to ask. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. He answered no. Are you still in a relationship with Josephine only because of the money she's about to receive? He answered no. And pertaining to those two questions, he told the truth. Have you ever sexually molested Renee and Anthony's son? He answered no. No. And he did not tell the truth.
Knew it. I knew it.
Why? What? All right, guys, stop. Touch my baby.
No way.
Oh, hell no.
And she just standing there.
Hell no.
Let them handle it. Let them handle
I didn't.
My baby,
I didn't touch your baby. I want to take that lie detector dick. I've never touched a kid. I've never touched a kid. You sure you ain't got them flopped around or something?
I knew it.
Do I got him flopped around?
I know, I believe my kid. I knew it.
I never touched.
I knew it. I just smelt it on him.
He was a sick one.
Yeah, and after, you know what? I want to touch on this lie detector thing.
And then he chooses to stand right on side of her. Boy, get your ass on.
He told me their accusation that I'm with her for money. I got all upset about that. That's
Did he say that would throw the test off? Did he say that would throw the
He
test
didn't give me
off?
a direct answer. So
Well, I'll bring him out and he can give you a direct answer on stage. Let's bring out Dan.
Straight up.
Hold on. Every time I do the show, believe me, I hope the results are that the person is telling the truth. Why don't you get off her right now? Get off her. Okay.
Archon. Yo, this guy is an Archon. When he expires, he's gonna transform into an Archon. If y'all don't know what an Archon is, y'all need to go look at that shit. Angels and demons are a real thing, and all praise to the Most High. Happy birthday, Alicia. And y'all need to understand, he's a human preying on energy and the innocence of a kid. Think about what that transforms into. If y'all ever watched Insidious before, he's gonna go to that place where that little boy Dalton went. And he gonna be with them people. He gonna be preying on the innocent.
I always hope that the accused tells the truth, and this didn't happen to a child.
Absolutely.
In this story,
Look at
where you
the
have
pain
people
he causing
that are
the
accusing
people.
them of coaching. They both passed the lie detector test, independent. He comes on and says, "You upset him, Dan," and that's why he. Is that what you're saying? You felt because you got so upset.
with all this stuff
So
he
he's
told
saying
me.
he failed for molesting a
Upset
child.
about-
He was upset about whether
my glasses,
he was
please?
in it for love and money.
Steve, he lied in the polygraph. He continues to lie. He never asked me that. He never asked if he was upset. We separated the issues. The first test was about molestation. We didn't discuss the money or any other issue until the second test. So he couldn't have been caused him to fail.
Sorry.
Mom, I told you.
Let's listen to Dan.
So I conducted 3 polygraph exams. In the 3 polygraph exams, the results were the same. It was a computerized scoring algorithm program that concurred, in my opinion, that deception was indicated when he came into the polygraph room. And it is written in my leaking deception, basically trying to get him on track, trying to keep him focused so that I can conduct a pre-test interview. That's typical of a person that's burning off nervous energy, which what we call fear of detection. So when I first interviewed, my forensic assessment was that he was not credible and that he would fail this polygraph. And then when I polygraphed him, the polygraph did confirm my belief.
I know my baby.
We gave it to you 3 times. We're not giving it to you anymore.
Dick,
Okay.
let me get, look.
I understand she upset.
Move her over here. You wanted to believe, and I certainly understand why you wanted to believe. You're in love. It would be hard to imagine that the person you love would do something like that to your grandson. Knowing that they both passed for coaching, which kind of like really verifies the story that we're asking here. They both passed. He fails. I want to know what your decision, what you're going to do moving forward. You're done with him. So
Straight up.
you're not going home with him.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it, Steve. Can I just say something? Steve, can I...
Josephine, what do you want to say to him? This is a man that you spent a lot of years with.
I didn't. I didn't. Listen, when I was young, I would never do that.
Go to jail.